I have just arrived at the IIHS crash test facility to watch the crash test of the 2026 Mazda CX-5. So it'll be really cool to see the rigor of Mazda's engineering on full display. Let's go check it out. The IIHS's crash test facility is basically a massive scientific laboratory dedicated to studying vehicle safety. Since its inception in 1959, the same year the three-point seatbelt was invented, the IIHS expanded from 1 crash test to 3, and several additional tests that look at roof strength, seatbelt effectiveness, headlight safety, collision avoidance technology, and more. In order to get the highest vehicle ranking of IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the vehicle being tested must receive a good result in all 3 crash tests. The highest possible result, a good result in pedestrian front crash prevention, and that feature has to be standard to the vehicle, and a good or acceptable rating in the standard headlights and vehicle-to-vehicle front crash prevention. Again, these features must be standard to the car. The 3 crash tests that are conducted are the small overlap front test, the moderate overlap front test, and the side test. These were chosen based on looking at data of real-world accidents and looking at where the most fatalities and serious injuries were coming from, and designing tests to promote automakers to strengthen their vehicles and save lives. Now, today was all about Mazda, the brand with the most 2026 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards of any other brand. Quite the accomplishment. Their dedication to safety was on full display with a demonstration of Mazda's i-Activsense collision avoidance technology, which uses milliwave radar and cameras to help alert you to potential hazards, avert collisions, or reduce their severity when one is unavoidable. In this case, the Mazda successfully avoided running into the stationary object. But sometimes a collision is unavoidable, and that's what I was really there to see. It was finally getting time for the moment we had all been waiting for, the crash test. And this is where it's going to happen. This is where the Mazda vehicle will undergo the updated moderate front overlap crash test, which is designed to represent an offset crash between 2 vehicles traveling in opposite directions at a little under 40 miles per hour each. This was updated in 2022 when the IIHS incorporated backseat protection, so there will be a crash dummy in the driver's seat, as well as a smaller dummy behind the driver. There's a few things they're going to be measuring when they determine how well the vehicle performed. Intrusion into the occupant compartment, injury risk through sensors in the dummy's head, neck, chest, legs, and feet, additional injury risk to backseat occupants' chests through seatbelt sensors and a pressure mat, and seatbelt and airbag effectiveness via paint on the dummies. But now it's time to say goodbye to the Mazda, get into position, and watch the crash. Wow, that was really cool. And while it might have looked dramatic, the car did what it was designed to do, which is protect its occupants. In this case, the crash dummies. The rigid Skyactiv body with ring structure, the seatbelt with pretensioner and load limiter, the anti-intrusive brake pedal, the SRS airbag systems, and more were on full display when the Mazda went from 40 miles per hour to 0 in just a couple of seconds. So if safety is a top priority for you when shopping for a new car, make sure you visit MazdaUSA.com to learn more.